Alright, so originally I got this car without this body. It's a red cat, so it came with a red cat body on it. And to me, it looks like a NASCAR type body, you know? I don't really know, but it didn't come with this. Right now it's kind of stripped because I'm getting a new drifter. But yeah, this kind of was came along later with this body here. So the body that it used to have is this one here. It's pretty dang ugly. I mean, it is blue and it kind of goes with the rims it used to have, but I mean, it's terrible. Supposedly it's supposed to be a Mazda, I think. From the back lights and the front lights, it looks like a Mazda. But yeah, it used to come with this, so I mean, I took that off immediately. I honestly didn't like it. And when I bought it, it came with a brushless system, and although it was really fast, it was really hard to control. So I decided to sell that and get a brush setup. So what I did with that was I got a 15 turn HPI motor. I got an HPI ESC, and then I had a Kyosho transmitter and receiver laying around, so I grabbed that and put it here. And then this, I think it was also off of another Kyosho buggy I had. So that's what I use for. That's what I'm using right now. After some time, after some tinkering around, I found this body. This body was originally a pink Mustang, and it was, I don't know, you can still see some pink in there, but it was a Barbie Mustang. And what I did was just kind of like went around the house and looked for some things that I had, and I kind of like made it, scuffed it up and made it look all beat up and old. And it does fit. I use it a couple of times, but I kind of try not to because it's a pretty nice body. So yeah, that went on there. It's pretty fun to drive around with. So I had that one. That was my second body. And what I noticed was that these tires that it had have they're like really good rubber, and they stick a lot to the ground, and it's really hard to drift. So I was like, maybe I should get some new ones. So I went online and I grabbed these. They're really slick, and they definitely don't grab onto the ground as much as the other ones. And they have a pretty cool design on them. I like the black. So yeah, one time I went to, I think it was a Goodwill or something. It was a thrift shop basically, and I found this body. Obviously it wasn't by itself. It was on one of those cheaper kind of RCs, like the Walmart kinds. And I saw it laying there, and I was like, man, I'm just gonna take it regardless. It's a really nice car. So if you guys can't tell already, this is the one from Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. It has like the whole stickers here and everything. So originally it didn't come with this carbon fiber like looking stuff here. It was all scuffed up. Like, if I had to guess, it was probably a little kid that owned this before, because it was not very well taken care of. So right away I bought some carbon fiber sticky wrap or whatever, and I wrapped the roof and the hood and the spoiler back here. And after I did that, that was pretty much all I did that month to this car. Also, I did put some LEDs after some time went by, the front and the back. After that, I grabbed a Bluetooth speaker that I had laying around, and I actually made an encasing in here. The speaker is right about there, and I can actually turn that on and play music if I want, or play like car sounds to make this sound like the actual car. And then I just made some, or I put some nitrous tanks in there just to give it a extra little detail. So yeah, it's a little bit messy under here. So this is the speaker. That's the control. I can charge it there. it has an auxiliary cord and then the on and off switch. This is the light controls, so you can connect all the lights to this. And then another neat thing that this car had was that it has this opening hood. Originally the car that it came with didn't have any motor things in here. It just had this hood that could come off. So I haven't made any hinges for it because it's kind of hard to fit it all in here. But what I did was I put a magnet in here, another one under here, so that whenever I close, it kind of clips on. And then I took an old engine from another, I think it was a Sylvia. But the car that I used to have was more of a show car, one of the ones that you like hang up or whatever. And I took the engine and I kind of like built it in here so that it could have like a little more realistic engine bay. And then I made this this little bar here. And what I used to keep this the hood up was a little paper clip. I literally just took it apart and straightened it out, and that's what I used there for that. Works pretty good. And since it's metal, it sticks to the magnet that's right there, so that's a plus. So there's that. And yeah, you're probably asking, like, probably thinking why I don't have any electronics on this right now. It's because I recently ordered a Sakura D4 all-wheel drive version. So basically it's kind of like the same as this. I kind of don't want to say that, but it's still a drifter, but it's way better. From what I've heard, it is pretty similar to this, and as far as like how big it is or whatnot, it's still 110 scale, still 4-wheel drive. But instead of having this this little drive line here going through the middle, going to both diffs, it has a belt running through the middle, and that's what makes it 4-wheel drive. And the reason for why I got the 4-wheel drive instead of the 2-wheel drive, because they also have a 2-wheel drive version, is because I kind of get both in one. You know, like if I want to go front-wheel drive, I can literally just unmantle the belt and take the front diff off, or just leave it there if I want to, and it'd be rear-wheel drive. So yeah, when I was mounting this on here, I didn't want to use the body post that it has here. That has like usually the body post here with the clips on them. I didn't want to do that because this is like a pretty dang rare body, and I just didn't want to mess it up. You know, I didn't want to. Not that I would make a mistake. I mean, I could do it and it'd look all right, but it'd take away some realism from the car. And so basically, what I used was 2 little aluminum plates. I basically drilled a hole on the chassis on both sides, or a couple of holes, and then I put these there, and then put some Velcro on both of these. And what that would do is it would stick onto here on the bottom of the body, stick on the bottom, and that way I could just take the body off, and it wouldn't be too weak. I mean, I could lift up the body and the chassis just from grabbing the body. So yeah, that's what I did for that. I'm probably going to be doing the same thing for the new chassis that I'm going to get. It should be getting here in I don't know, like 2 weeks or so. Might be making a build video on that. I'll just have to see. Another thing that I want to get done for this is I want to put a chassis spoiler or chassis wing on it. So I mean, it kind of does already have a wing there. But then I found this larger wing. It came off of an off-road buggy, and I was like, why not? I kind of don't want to make one from scratch because they have like a specific thickness to them, and all I have right now is pretty thin material. So I was like, why not use this one? And it's relatively wide. So basically what I do is I like find a nice height and placement for it, and then I make a prop for it so I can get the plate cut and everything. So I kind of made this one here, made out of foam. It's almost like a cardboard type material. And what I like is the swan neck like attachment to the wing. So it's gonna be kind of like that. And this is just one. It's obviously going to need two for both sides, and they're basically going to be put in through the bumper right there. They're going to be grabbing the wing right there, basically. Let's see if I can give you guys a better view here. So it's going to be cut right there. The wing's going to be right there, basically. It's kind of going to be like that. I don't know. Still gotta fiddle around with it, but that's roughly how it's gonna be. So yeah, that's one of the big things that I got coming up for it. Another thing that I've seen that a lot of drifters have is the flames that come out through the exhaust, and I have a pretty big exhaust in the back. So what I've seen people do is they've used like lights, and it kind of makes it look like they're shooting flames, but to me that's not too good. That's not good enough. I've seen people actually use like lighters and stuff, which is pretty interesting, but it's kind of, obviously it's pretty dangerous as well. But I don't know. I want to test it out. So I have this lighter here, and I kind of want to fiddle with it, see how I can build a mechanism to make it kind of like shoot flames out of the rear every once in a while. But I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna be a permanent thing or just a something just to play around with or whatnot. But that's another thing that I would like to do for this. Other than that, I want to keep the car as it is. I don't want to paint it because it's pretty unique as it is. There's not a lot of these out there, so yeah. If you guys have any ideas on what I should do to the car or any attachments I should make or anything, just comment down in the comments and let me know what you guys have to say about it. Let me know if you guys are interested in more videos like this. I also have more RCs I can show you or tell you about, specifically my Raptor. So yeah, just stay tuned and subscribe if you like videos.